This video will give you a quick introduction in using Twine to write interactive stories that you can share with your friends and family. And to get started, you will go to a website called twinery.org, and you'll come to this page. We are going to use it in our browser. When you click on that, you get this. Just say skip at this point. They're looking for money. We don't want it. So as you can see, when you get started, you will not have any stories. Now, I have my computer in dark mode, which is why everything is black. If you don't already have it in dark mode, I'm going to show you what yours would look like. And this is the one that I have already built a little bit in. So I've already built a little game. I'm going to show you how it works to play the game before I show you how to create the game. Here's my Boo Boo Bunny takes a trip. We're going to play, and it will go to another tab, or when you share it with a friend, it will come up like this. And it has all the text in it, and you can read that, but I'm not going to. But what I have is Boo Boo Bunny needs to make some choices, and we're going to help Boo Boo Bunny make those choices. So I can go to the Great Lake, or I can go to Sunflower Meadow. Let's go to Great Lake. And we have more things to read in the story. And we're asked, what should Boo Boo do? Help the robin or continue to the lake? Maybe somebody else will help the robin. Well, we'll be nice. We'll help the robin. Click on that. And Boo Boo is the hero of our story. There's a reward for doing it, which isn't always true, but in this case, there's a little bit of a reward. And then we have a conclusion. So it's a real simple game. We can go backwards and make different choices. So let's see if we just go to continue to the lake. Hesitated when they arrive. It's beautiful. But Boo Boo's feeling guilty. So maybe that wasn't the best way to go. Anyway, those are some of the options in that we can do. Just simple little choices. Now, before I show you how to do it, I want to show you how this one looks. You can see that it's got certain bubbles. Every time you create one, your bubbles will look a little different. But let's see how to edit it. I just double-clicked on it. There are these different places that you can go and do things. This would be how to create passages, is where I am. Okay. You can go to Story. And you have different choices. We can rename the story here. I haven't used so many of these. We're going to keep it simple. As we build, I will show you what we can do to save it. But let's go back to passage, and I want to show you, these are what we call passages, each of these little boxes. You can see the arrows are taking them from one passage to another and down to the conclusion. You can see my little Boo Boo story. They all go to the same conclusion. Okay. This little icon here means this is where the story started. So let me double click on that. And you can see this was on that first screen that we saw. This was all of the text, and here were the choices. And I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute. So we're going to go back. And we're going to create our own. And I have to keep moving myself around because I keep blocking things. So let's start a new one. We're going to call this Boo Boo. We'll just call this Boo Boo so that it doesn't duplicate the other one. And we hit click Create. And here's how we start. Now, what I did was I had created a story and have it on another screen with the text and all of that. And I'm going to be sharing how I put that in just a minute. We're going to create our first passage. Double click on that. It brings this up as Untitled. Now, like I said, I have this story on another screen that I'm just going to copy and paste because I want to do this quickly. And I want to make sure everything is spelled right. So I do it on another document. That way I can check my spelling, and then I can just copy and paste. So that's all that. all of the text from that, and also we have the text for the questions. Where should Boo Boo go? Now, how did those other passages get created? If you didn't catch that, I know I showed it very quickly a minute ago. Whatever you want to have as a new passage and a choice, we use what we call square brackets. They're next to the P. There's a left one and a right one. To make Great Lake, the words Great Lake, another passage and a choice, we use two left brackets like that. Go to the end of whatever you want in that choice, and we use two right brackets. And you should see, aha, there it is, another passage. And I'm just going to move this one over here because we're going to make some more. Because we're also going to do Sunflower Meadow. Do the same thing, left brackets, two of them, right brackets, two of them, and up like magic, pops right up. Now notice the first one has really no line around it if you look. When I grab it, it does sort of. These two have dotted lines around it, meaning they're empty. There's nothing in them. So let's go down to the Great Lake. Double click on it, and I have some more text that is in my story, whatever you want to type. And here's more of the story. What should Boo Boo do? All right, we might want to put the whole thing in another choice. So we'll do our left brackets, go to the end. I'm going to do the whole phrase, do right brackets. And that pops up. Look at that. Isn't that fun? And we'll do continue to the lake. We'll do left brackets, go to the end of continue to the lake and do right brackets. Oh, didn't mean to put it there. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we did. So, yes, I was thinking I was working in Sunflower too. All right. So now you can see these are both in dotted lines because they need more things in them. Let me show you how you can test it. You can use the test from here, but we want to start at the beginning. So if we go to, I always have to check, build. Yes, we can play. So when I click play or test, basically the same thing. Here's our story. Boo Boo Bunny, blah, blah, blah. Great Lake. Click on that. That's the only one we've done, so we'll click on that one. And Boo Boo choices, we've got them, but we didn't finish them yet, as you know. We can go back and continue here. Or let's just go back to our building, you can see. And we can do the same thing over here. We'll go to Sunflower Meadow. See how it opens up? And you know what we did not do is on the untitled passage, the first one here, we never gave it a title. To do that, if you want to change any of the titles of any of your passages, go to rename and type in what you want. Oh, let's just call it Boo Boo's Trip, untitled passage. Or we could call it Start. Start works also. And we know where it's starting, although the little rocket there will tell us where it's starting. Now, I keep forgetting to do this, so I'm going to tell you now. Click OK. If you just hit Enter, it won't change anything. If I click OK, we changed it. There we go. Now we can go on and just keep making choices and making more and more complicated things. And let me show you how this all worked out with Boo Boo. This is what I created. And so here's Boo Boo's Trip. Oh, it was reversed. Sunflower was on this side and Great Lake was on this side, and then Help the Robin, Continue to the Lake, and pretty much everything ended up at the same conclusion. But you can do that. Now remember, you just go here. So click on New, create one of your own, and have fun with it.